lovely people, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your subscribing, and if you have not subscribed yet, don't go without hitting on that subscribe button to be the first to be notified whenever I upload a new video. I can't thank you guys enough for the massive love. Just last week we just hit 13k subscribers, which can only be God, and of course with your support. So if you are watching this video for the first time, or you have been watching my video and you have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Just hit on it and subscribe. So now today's class we shall be looking at how to make this beautiful short of shoulder gown. Okay, when you look at it at times you will think it's cut flare, but it is not flare. So I'll be teaching you how to make this lovely gown. Okay, so the first thing, for the course of this tutorial, we just need a little of our body measurement, just the length and the bust measurement. Okay, maybe we can include the armhole measurement. Alright, but the necessary thing here is just the length and the bust measurement. Alright, so the first thing we have to do now is to consider the length of our dress, and the length you're working with is 38 inches. Okay, 38 inches, and of course I'll be adding extra inches to it for the folding of the down part. But remember, before we do this, remember that this dress is an off shoulder, and of course it will be having an elastic band at the upper part. Okay, since this is an off shoulder, we are not going to be making use of our actual body measurements. You have to consider where you want the off to be. Okay, so for this I'll be taking out 5 inches from the main length. Okay, so 38 excuse me, 38 minus 5 inches will be giving us 33 inches. Okay, all right, 33 inches, and I'll be adding extra inches for our folding allowance. So I'll be adding extra 1 inch, okay, to this down part. Okay, let's say, let me add 1.5 inches. Let me make it a little bit bolder, or possibly 2 inches. So I'll be adding 2 inches to it. So I'm making use of a length of 35 inches altogether, both the folding and the main fabric. Okay, so this here is my 35 inches. Then here I will include where our elastic will be. Okay, so I'm using elastic of 1 inch. All right, so I'm using elastic of 1 inch. So if I mark these 2 inches like so, if I bend it, it will give me this. It will not give us the room of the folding of the mouth of this before stitching. So because of that, I will include it. I will extend it to our 2.5. Okay, I'll extend it to 2.5 so that it will have room to fold. Okay, so here I'll just mark 2.5 inches at this upper part like so. Just make a straight line here. Okay, so the next thing to do is to mark our bust line measurement. Remember, all of our measurements will be starting from this. All our measurements will be starting from 5 inches. So when you are taking your measurement, okay, you just place your 5 inches so that you will get the accurate bust line. Okay, so I'm making use of the bust point, which is 10 inches. So here is our bust line. Okay, so at this point now I'll place our bust measurements. The bust I'm working with is 38 inches. When divided by 4, it will have 9 inches. So I'll mark my 9 inches Then I will add my extra allowance. I'll be using everything I have on this fabric, which is 9 inches. So I'm making use of all those 9 inches here. Okay, I'm making use of everything. You can extend your own to 10 inches, 12 inches, depends on how big you want it to be, but this 9 inches added to this is enough for me. Okay, so the next thing we are going to consider is to create our armhole. It's either you check your armhole measurements for this. For example, for this work, I'm making use of armhole of 18 inches into 2 to give us 9 inches. So it's either you take away the 5 inches, okay, either you take away the 5 inches to get your armhole, but because we have placed our bust measurements, we will be making use of this line. Okay, so here you consider what you want to come in with. So here I'll be coming in with 4 inches. I'll be coming in here with 4 inches. I'll just place this now to get my armhole. So from here now I will connect this like so. Okay, then for here I'll go down straight, because remember we are folding off this place. So I'll just go down straight and connect this like so. Okay, so this is it. So here now I will just go down straight down to this point to cut it out. So as you can see, it's just as simple as that. Remember I say that it's either you extend this again. From here you can still decide to just add a little bit of hand, or you can decide to go down straight, but for this I'm going down straight. So I'll just go ahead now to cut this out. So this is what we have. Okay, so this is what we have. So I'll just go ahead and bend this. I'll go ahead and bend this like so. So this now will serve as a casing of. So here will be where our elastic will be. Okay, here will be where our elastic will be. So I'll just go ahead and use this to cut out our pocket. Yeah, of course I will be attaching the pockets to the dress, so just make use of this. Okay, let me try and see if I can. So I'm cutting the two sides. Just have to slant here. Of course, here will be we'll be facing the upper part. Okay, so this is our pocket. Okay, now I have this for my sleeve. I want to use it to cut out the two sleeves. I'll just go ahead to fold it into two like so. I can go ahead and bring back our upper piece so I can get the exact armhole. I'm going to be placing this like so. I'm going to be placing this. I'll make sure that this is equal with the sides, okay? So I'll place this like so. Now go ahead to cut this out. You can open up here. So here I have my boat sleeve. So for like some people that will be asked how many inches did I use for the sleeve, I have about 15.5 inches here, but feel free to use any size you want, you like, you desire. Okay, all right. Then for the length, remember you will be taking away the 2.5. Let me see, so I will know the exact length that we used. Okay, so from here we have 20.5 inches, and remember that we are going to be folding here also where we'll be inserting our elastic. So I'll just go to our machine now. I'll go to the machine and do my joining, but first I'll be joining the both side of the dress. Okay, I will use 1 inch to do my joining because I'm still going to weave it off. Okay, so I'm going to use 1 inch now to do my joining. It doesn't have a shape, so just feel free to make a straight stitch, but remember to leave a space for the pocket. Okay, so from this armhole now you can take a measurement of 5 inches down. Okay, here 5 inches down here like this. Then from this 5 inches now 7 inches. So this is a perfect pocket space for an adult. Okay, so from this 5 inches now mark the 7 inches. So here will be where our pocket will be sitting. So make a stitch from those, run a stitch from this place now and stop here. Then start again from the 7 inches down to the hem line. So when I do for this side, I'll also do the same thing for this other side, after which I will insert my, after that, okay, I will join the sleeve. Okay, after shaping out this, I will join the sleeve armhole to armhole, because I'm going to be folding it once. Okay, I'm going to join the sleeve. After joining the sleeve, then I will now do my folding for the upper part, because I will use one elastic to run the whole stitch. Shape up the side, attach your sleeve, then fold the upper part and attach the elastic. Okay, then fold the down part, and of course insert your pocket, and that is all. So as you can see, this tutorial is actually very simple and the dress is amazing. Okay, so I'll go down now to do the stitching, and I'll come back to show you our work. Okay, so this is the result of our dress. Like I said, you can wear it in a different styles. Either you take it the one shoulder up and one down, okay, or you can just make it to be off. Okay, you can just decide to rock it like so. So it's either you wear this free or you add your belt. Okay, so thank you so much for watching till the end. Till we meet in my next class. Love you all. Bye.